Are you struggling to import components from a subfolder of your NPM package? You're not alone. Many developers face this challenge, and today we're going to unravel the mystery together. I totally get it. You've created a library of React components, published it internally, and now you're stuck with import path issues. It can be incredibly frustrating when things don't work as expected. Here's the specific question we're addressing today. One user asked, "Why can't I import from a subdirectory of my NPM package?" They mentioned that their projects use Webpack for bundling, and they want to avoid any building in the component library. Sound familiar? Let's dive into this. So what's going on here? The issue often lies in how the paths are structured in your package. If the paths don't match, Webpack can't find the components you're trying to import. Let's break this down step by step. And stick around. I'll share a pro tip at the end that could save you a lot of headaches when managing your component library. To begin resolving the user's issue, we need to ensure that the package's structure allows for direct imports from subdirectories. The user should modify the package's main entry point in the package.json file. Next, the user should confirm that the index.js files in each subdirectory are exporting their components properly. This is crucial for enabling imports from those subdirectories. Now, the user can import components directly from the subdirectories in their other projects. They should use the correct import paths that reflect the structure of the package. Finally, the user should test the imports in their project to ensure everything is functioning as expected. This will confirm that the components are accessible without needing to reference the src directory. Fun fact, did you know that the way we structure our code can significantly impact how easily we can reuse components? It's like organizing your closet. Everything has its place. Now, let's look at the answers provided by other users. One alternative approach is to import directly from the subdirectory of your component library. If you installed your library using a Git URL, you can use the import statement like this: import button from component library /button. Webpack should resolve this correctly based on the library's entry point. Additionally, you can simplify your import by just using import button from components library. Webpack will automatically trace through the index files to find the dependencies. Lastly, there's no need for a build step if you're distributing an ES module library. However, some projects may require a pre-transpiled version. That's all for that response. Let's see what someone else had to say. An alternative solution provided by a user involves using the Bayable plugin module resolver package. First, you need to install this package. Then, specify the package's relative path in your Bayable RC file using an alias. This allows you to import subdirectories of your NPM package easily. Now, let's dive into a different answer from another user. One alternative solution involves using Webpack's aliasing system. You can create a separate project for your aliases, which allows for reusable paths to your components. Next, add these aliases to your Webpack configuration in any project that builds or transpiles your code. This way, you can import components using simplified paths. In your runtime code, you can now import components like this: import button from @components/button. This method also eliminates the need for a build phase in your projects. Lastly, the user mentions that libraries like Material UI use similar import strategies, allowing for cleaner and more manageable code. Let's move forward and look at another answer. An alternative approach shared by a user involves using a monorepo setup similar to Angular workspaces. This allows you to manage multiple projects or packages within a single workspace. The user also mentions that Material UI employs fake paths in their TypeScript configuration. This technique makes it seem like the source folder doesn't exist, simplifying the import paths. That's all for that response. Let's see what someone else had to say. An alternative approach suggests publishing a curated dist folder instead of the root of your project. This method simplifies the process if you understand module resolution. You'll need a small script to prepare your distribution. Here's the pro tip I promised. Consider using a flat structure for your NPM package. This way, you can avoid deep paths and make imports cleaner and easier. And there you have it. With these steps, you should be able to import your components without any issues. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to subscribe for more tips and tricks on managing your React projects.